Well, it was an early start this morning. We arrived back on our farm here in Northern Portugal yesterday evening after a few weeks away in Zimbabwe. And, well, let's just say it's a lot colder and it was a lot darker this morning than we're used to. If you missed last week's video, we shared a little bit about my life growing up in Zimbabwe and we'd love for you to check it out. But now we're back. So John and Crusoe are moving some of the leaf litter that's settled on the lawn while we've been away. And Sawyer and I are taking refuge from the cold, just until hopefully it gets a bit warmer. We're in for a treat of a day. Blue skies, absolutely beautiful. It has been pouring with rain while we've been away. So I'm looking forward to taking you around the farm, showing you what's gone on, showing you what's happened. It looks completely different from when we left and completely different from the summer. And it's amazing to start to get to know this place and see the changes that kind of happen as the seasons roll around. And then we are starting on a huge project, which we're excited to share with you. It's something that needs to happen because this year we're going to have lots and lots of visitors. So yeah, it's all systems go, as it always is. But for now, coffee and keeping warm.
Down to the lawn. Quick. Chris.
Just popped outside because it is so pretty. Crusoe's come to visit. It's amazing to see how different the farm looks at this time of year. The light just hits different. There's interesting shadows everywhere. The trees have no leaves on them, so the views are kind of bigger and different. And it's really magical. Sadly, I did just have a peep at the weather report, and it looks like from tomorrow we're back to what it was like before we went away, which is basically perpetual rain. Disappointing. Anyway, we're told it's not normal for it to be this wet. It does have good sides, which we'll tell you about in a second, but it has been, I know, incredibly challenging to be here this winter. And we're really grateful that we were able to get away. And good news is we're going away again. Bit of a surprise, that one. We'll tell you all about it a little bit later. And I have to apologise because I feel like I've said that about 14 times, but there really is a lot to tell you and a lot to show you. And, well, it all has to happen a little bit later. Well, this little person's just woken up, so should we go and see what Dad's up to, buddy? Right, woolly hats are on. Let's go and see if we can find your dad, buddy. The first big project of the year for us is something of a tiny house build. We also have to try and see if anybody's brave enough to taste the wine we made last year, which I think must be pretty rancid by now. But John's determined that we follow through on that, so we'll go and see what it looks like now that it's had another month to sit and stew. But wasting absolutely no time at all, John has been out pretty much all morning clearing the grass, so let's go and check out and see how far he's got to. There he is.
Well, while we've been away,
while has been busy just clearing the edges. I mean, you can see what he's done around here.
Wow, it looks incredible, doesn't it?
All of the brambles have gone. It looks incredible, you're right. So I guess we pushed the lawn up against that edge.
Nice.
It just gives us an extra, well, that must be what, 5 meters?
Mm-hmm.
Extra 5 meters of garden. So what I've been doing this morning is just picking up all of the piles of, I suppose you call it compost, but really it's just been raked leaves. Some of those leaves we raked up last June, I think it was, May, June time. And actually, if you look in there, there's already really beautiful soil. So I'm sprinkling some of that soil around as a topsoil, and I'm lifting up most of the leaves and the other mulch, and I'm just dropping it over on the top field up there. Yeah, so then of course, once everything's cleared out of the way, we can put some seed down and start growing a bit more lawn.
Nice. So what we want is for the grass to go all the way up to the edges. Should we go and have a look around?
Yeah, okay.
Because I keep talking about everything that's gone on and the vegetables and the tiny house project, and maybe it's time we just go and have a look.
Yeah, I'm sad to be leaving the project down here, but I can come back and do it later. Tomorrow's going to be a really cloudy day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like so funny. We're back, and I can already feel the pressure of like trying to get stuff done with the weather, isn't it?
Yeah,
because we know we've got rain looming, so it's like I want to get everything done today.
Outside work.
The outside work done today, but there will be other sunny days. It's Portugal.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's go up and have a look at that tiny home.
Let's go have a look. So what I was really surprised by was that we've come back, it's early January, and we've got oranges that are orange on the tree, looking like they're ready to be eaten. We've also got all of our irises and daffodils are already sprouting. We were talking to our friend Lida this morning, who said that usually these things only happen in March, but because there's been so much rain and it hasn't got particularly cold this winter yet, everything's happening earlier. It's a real sign of the change that's happening around us, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest, I could probably, I'm not gonna, because I like it, but I could probably take this fluffy thing off and be absolutely fine. In the sun, it's actually quite nice and warm.
It is.
Which is bizarre. It's early January.
Yeah.
Weird. Anyway. Come on then. So, let us introduce you to Casa Pequena.
The tiny house.
Is that the right word? I think I've said that right.
I don't know.
Casa Pequeno?
Pequeno.
Casa Pequena?
Both sound good.
I don't know, anyway. Tiny house. We're building a tiny house.
Yeah, well, we're going to start. Anyway, behind us is not the tiny house.
No. So, this is obviously the stone house. And this is a year where we really, quite literally, have got visitors coming almost all the time. So, we need a place for them to stay. In this house, we only have 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. But behind John, toddlers, behind John is potentially a very, very cool project. We haven't opened the door or gone in there for about
a long time.
6 months.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what we're going to find. But our plan is that from this house, we're going to tile this veranda nicely. Make a lovely outdoor space for that house. And then have a lovely path that winds its way through this kind of garden to what will be Casa Pequena. So we thought we'd save the grand reveal and the opening of the door for the first time so that you could all be a part of it with us. Have you got the key?
I gotta go get the key.
I thought you said it was in your pocket.
No, it's downstairs. It's like not downstairs, but it's just obviously too steps.
Quick. I also just took the opportunity to double check what it should be called, and I think it's Casa Pequena, which is small house. John is returning with the keys and Mr. Sawyer, who this morning is deciding to catnap constantly rather than having one nice long sleep.
Jet lagged.
I think we're all a bit jet lagged.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I feel all right, but the kids today are proper cranky.
Right.
All right, buddy. You're here for the big reveal.
When are we going to have the wine, by the way? Should we do that
Gosh,
this evening?
I don't want to have the wine.
Well, darling, you made me open it. I think it's only fair that you drink it.
I ain't drinking that.
I think you got it.
I'm not drinking it.
Oh my goodness. You're like Harrison Ford in the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
Inside here.
It's like who knows what. A lot of bugs and spider webs.
Okay. Here we are.
Oh my gosh, no, darling, loads of bugs. What are the bugs? No, come out. Bugs.
Well, they're only near the door, darling.
No, they're not. They're everywhere.
No, they're near the door.
Okay, get it through the bugs. Oh my gosh. Well, if you're coming to stay with us this year, you'll be pleased to know this is where you're staying.
Yeah. It's a little bit hectic at the moment.
Wow.
But it's a really big space, and I think the previous people used it as a storeroom.
I think it was, yeah.
Games room or
It was
something.
the games room. There was like a really soggy old pool table in here, wasn't there?
There was. No, was it a pool table?
It was a snooker table. One of those, yeah, like a pool table.
Okay. So anyway, this is what we've got to work with. I think it's what? Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3 meters wide, by about 6 meters long.
Cool.
And it's going to be a bedroom. Eventually.
Okay,
So the roof needs to come off.
Okay.
It leaks. Needs to be insulated fully, and a ceiling needs to be put in.
It also needs to be made watertight from the outside because it currently looks like a sponge.
Yeah.
We need new windows.
Well, we've got to cut new windows. We have to cut new windows to make them bigger because it looks like jail cell.
It needs to be painted.
Yeah.
It needs a new floor.
Yeah.
It needs furniture.
Yeah.
And it needs some kind of water system.
Yes, it does. Yes.
And it needs electricity.
Okay, so there's a lot, and maybe a deck out the front.
Yep. I have plans for things like a compost toilet.
Oh.
Anyway, heaps to do.
Loads to do. I'm looking forward to it. So, when will that happen? Not next weekend, next week. So
No.
It's not going to happen next Sunday. It won't start next Sunday. And the reason for that is we are away. More about that later. We should be heading over towards Italy. More about that later. But the week after that, we should be back here.
Yep.
Yeah, something like that. And that will be the project that we're going to start on. And it'll be a project that takes, I think, several months to do. I've got until basically the end of March to finish it. That's when the first lot of friends...
Sorry, beginning of March.
Okay. Stay tuned, folks.
It's going to be a big one.
Come on, let's go and see what
I
we
can't
can
help feeling that we've just unleashed a summer worth of mosquitoes. Am I leaving the door open?
do. No, close it. Just push it close.
Okay.
Because it's going to rain again.
Okay, so one more clue about what's happening in Italy.
Well, we are doing a meetup with some other YouTubers. That's all I'm saying.
See if you can guess in the comments below. So our first day on the farm and the only sunny one for the foreseeable future is drawing to a close, and it has just been so nice to be here and to be making the most of the weather as it is. There's one thing we are super excited to share. If you've been following us and know our journey, you will know that we have had constant trouble with our water. And thanks to the long, hot, dry summer last year in Portugal, our spring, which was our only source of water coming to the farm, dried up. It was not good. We did apply and are going through the process of getting the mains water connected to the farm so that we never have that situation again. But our dream for this property is that we remain fully off-grid. So we are delighted to report the spring is now flowing. Let's go and have a look because it is the most magical sound.
We've got some limes on the lime tree.
No, really? Limes, oranges. It's all getting going. Right, boys, let's go and see the spring.
Yummy.
What's that, Crusoe?
Melon.
say lime?
This one. Yummy.
Yummy.
Yeah. So you kind of know that the water is starting to work again.
Do you know what I just remembered?
What?
I'm supposed to be doing a cold shower January challenge.
Is it?
I forgot, and it's the 5th.
Is it?
Wow, look at that. So this is our overflow. Pouring out.
Not that. Okay, it's going on your head. Oh no!
So there you have it. The whole family celebrating that the water's back. It's so good to see. And if you head up to our actual spring and sit quietly, you can hear the water tinkling through. And it is just such a lovely sound.
I went up there earlier, actually, and I think we've got a salamander in the well. No, in the mine.
A salamander?
Yeah.
What?
You know, are they called
Can we
salamanders?
go and see it?
You can hear it. You know,
John can hear a
what were the
salamander.
animals, the white animals in those caves in
Yeah, it was a salamander.
Slovenia.
Yeah.
Salamanders.
Yes,
I don't think they're white here, but I know in Portugal they get them.
Yeah, those fire salamanders, I think. They're yellow and black.
Yellow and black, yeah. I think we've got a yellow and black salamander.
Let's go and have a look.
No apples there, Crusoe.
Someone is cutting a lot of timber next door. Or over the valley. Also, look at the state of our swimming pool. That is how much rain we have had this year in Portugal. Really, it's a lot.
Quite a lot, yeah. But the water flows.
Oh no. Open. Yo. Yucky. More.
Okay, it's the next day. The sun isn't shining anymore. There's a lot of cloud up there, but I still really like being outside and I want to be outside. I know that Tara really would prefer me being inside and building her a wardrobe right now, building us a wardrobe right now. But after building the kitchen and doing all of that inside work, I'm so tired of building stuff, making stuff. I'd like to be creative in some other way, in a different kind of way. And so I'm out here on the garden. Are you okay, Crusoe? Yeah, come on. So Crusoe and I are out here down on the lawn today, making preparations. And the reason why, chop it. Yeah, in a minute, we'll do that in a minute, promise. Anybody ever tried making a YouTube video with a toddler? Brilliant fun. In a minute, Crusoe, I promise. Okay, so you can see behind me what is turning into be quite a lovely lawn. I'm very, very proud of that, people. I don't know how many of you remember the episode where we went and we talked about how we made this lawn and how much effort and work went into it, but the way we made it was completely unconventional, rather ridiculous really. It's turned out quite nicely, and you know, there are some brown patches in it. That's dead old grass, the wrong kind of grass, to be honest. So we're delighted that it's died away. We're reseeding every now and then, and hopefully it becomes quite nice. What have you got there, buddy? Digger. Yeah, are we going to dig today? Crusoe's got it quite right. Crusoe's got it quite. Crusoe, say that. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Crusoe's got it quite right. We are doing some digging today, and what we're basically doing is carrying on from what we were doing yesterday when I was moving all of this mulch, and I suppose you could call them compost heaps, but they're not really compost heaps. While we've been away, Joel's been doing some clearing, and we've got a whole bunch of old walls here now and all sorts of fun stuff down here. What that means is we've probably increased the lawn area by up to 1/4, up to 25% more lawn area. But recognizing that grass is not going to grow in some areas of this lawn, we're going to start digging in some flower beds or some border beds. So that's the project today. Preparing the borders, preparing the lawn. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We'll just get on with it, shall we? Can you bring me that? Oh, there we go. Thank you, Crusoe. Shall we go dig?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Over there. Let's do it. I'll follow you. You show me where.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. So this is the area where in the summertime it's underneath a lot of foliage, a lot of trees. We're going to dig a border in here, make a nice line so we know where to seed up to, and then that border is going to carry around all the way around there so that we've got a nice edge to the lawn. And probably in the spring, sometime in the spring, we're going to put sort of a pagoda type thing over in that corner with a fridge and some electricity. So looking forward to that project, but it's going to be a lovely space when it's finished. What's it doing? Is it raining? The rain in Spain. Chopping in a minute. All right, so first job we're doing is just evening out and leveling out this edge part here, because I want to bring the lawn area just a bit more over this way before I put the border in. So we'll be reseeding that. Behind the camera at the moment, there's going to be more lawn. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But now I think I've leveled it. I started this project before I was filming, so a little bit of it was done already. But next project, or next part, is to put a border line in. Now, I don't know about all you guys out there, but I'm not really a big fan of straight lines unless I'm building a kitchen. So I think what we could do here is bring in a little bit of a curvy design for the border. We'll check with Tara whether that's okay, but I'm going to go ahead and do it straight away, and she can come down afterwards and tell me that it's wrong. All right. You want to do some chopping? What do you want me to do with those? This one?
Yeah.
Are we chopping trees?
Come.
Okay. This one? Okay, you show me. Sometimes you've got to take a break. No, we can't chop that one down. That's made of granite, I think. Stone.
Rock.
It's rock, yeah. Well done you, Crusoe. It's rock. Stuck. What are we doing? Chopping that one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Come on then. Which one is there?
This one.
Okay, little one. Okay, we'll chop that, eh? Are you doing it?
No.
Am I doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on then.
This one. This one. Baby one.
That's it. And then we go like this.
Yeah.
You have to bend down a little bit. That's it. And then close. Oh, is it going? Let's have a look. There we go. Oh, there we go. Done it. Okay, back to the grind, hey Crusoe. It's tough to see it at the moment, but we've got a line here, sort of a squiggly line as the border. There we go. And that'll be the edge of the grass. So we'll be growing grass all the way up to there where the trench is. And then on the other side of the trench, we'll be putting flowers and other bits and pieces. If anybody's got any ideas of what kind of plants we... Have you got a little bit mad? Hey? If anybody's got any ideas of what kind of plants we should be putting in this very, very shady part of our garden, please leave us a comment below. We'll have a look at it. What I'm looking for basically is plenty of colour, lots of life, lots of scent, and hopefully something that's super good for bumblebees too. And yeah, I've got no idea. So please just give us a comment below. Let us know what you would be planting there, and we'll see whether we can go and find it somewhere in Portugal and bring it back here. Yeah, so hopefully that border will look absolutely beautiful. But for now, Crusoe's desperate to go and chop something. And well, we should go and find out what Mummy's been up to, what Tara's been up to as well, shouldn't we? Hey, Crusoe? Yeah. Where are you, Crusoe? Oh, there we go. Oh, you found an orange? Why don't you pick it and we'll take it to Mummy, eh?
Yeah.
Let me come this side of you, mate.
Pick it.
Pick it. Pull, pull, pull. Pull.
Yeah.
Is it stuck? Why don't you just take the orange and then you pull it. Pull, pull, pull.
Yeah.
It's stuck, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see whether I can do it. Pull it together. Pull, pull, pull. Oh, Oh!
Boom.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? We're going to take that to Mummy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take it up to Mummy
Hi.
and see whether she can...
Hi.
Hey, come on. Let's go. Quick, take it to Mummy.
Hi.
Hey!
Orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
Did you pick it?
What's it?
Yeah, me. Are you having fun in the rain?
Hi.
So the weather report didn't lie, did it?
No, it didn't. But it's okay. We've got a nice garden going on down there.
Good.
Yeah, we
well
started
done.
digging.
The hole.
Did you dig a hole?
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
Great. So what's the plan now?
So we have a Zoom call to get onto because we've got a big trip next week.
We do, yeah. Italy, here we come.
Come on then, you don't want to be late.
So they kept like the cows in that room, and that's where I don't know, like why not take it out of the room?
We'll be coming with our gloves and our hard hats and our safety goggles, and especially if there's poop in the frame. So.
Bring farm boots.
All right, guys. Well, super excited. I can't wait to come over and see you next week. Italy, here we come.
Cannot wait. I think we'll try and sneak something into our bag that we made ourselves.
Yeah, something red and liquid.
I hope not something you made yours.
Ah, that's so cool.
Guys, so good to see you, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.